get out there.
Hey, why don't you just sit right here? No, I think it's the same reason. I'm the worst one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Waterline. We are grateful that you're here tonight for The Voice in the Pen and excited we got a lot of great music for you tonight. I'm CB. Emily, your co-host, is also here. You'll see us scurrying around, but thank you for being here. And it's our pleasure to introduce to the stage Grom Current.
Hello. Thanks for having me. This is my first time playing originals for a crowd. I normally play a bunch of covers, so I'm really excited. This first song I wrote recently, it's about my roommate and how every guy I've ever been friends with has asked her out. So she's been dubbed the Love Queen, and this is about her, so. But she'll tell you and it's two. She won't stay to argue, she got things to do. Think you can hit her cause she might be small, but honey, she don't need you at all. Breaking their necks, walking down the street, cause she's too sweet. Love Queen. Love Queen. Long dark hair like the devil in disguise. They all fall in love with their angel eyes. never judge a woman by the men that she sees. They're falling on their knees. Love queen, love queen, love queen, love queen. His snakeskin boots will knock you off your feet. Everyone she meets. No tall, dark, handsome getting in the way. She'll spit you out just like a tidal wave. Love queen, love queen. She's my love queen. She's my love queen. Five for nothing, but she'll tell you that it's two. She won't stay to argue, she got things to do. Thanks, guys. Again, yeah, my name is Grom Current. I'm a local to Wilmington for about 4 years now, and I've only been playing music for about a year now, like publicly. So I really appreciate you guys taking a listen. I wrote this song in high school, probably the first song I wrote. So. Everyone starts as strangers, maybe that's half the danger. A little eye contact and a smile here or there. I knew all your friends and you said you fell for me, but I wouldn't really call it falling, 'cause I didn't really fall for you. More like slow walking down the street towards a view. So we met more strangers and discussed the dangers of pursuing this bud. I really have to go. Take my hand, drive slow. Everybody knows you want to. I wouldn't really call it love, 'cause I wouldn't really say that I love you. But your eyes got me, and I got nothing else to lose. Got nothing to lose. I got nothing else to lose. But I think I lost something, and I think it's you. Oh, you have been a stranger, that has been the danger. If you get to a sea, I hope you think of me and all the things that we could be if I didn't have to leave. Hey guys. Okay, so this next song, is a funny one. So my favorite song of all time, forever, has been "Hey Joe" by Jimi Hendrix, and I recently dated a Joe, and it really ruined the song for me, to be honest, because that song is about murdering your girlfriend. So when we were together, I wrote this song, and yeah, it's called "Hey Joe" Part 2. I had front row tickets to the Rolling Stones, but I took my ex instead. I was dying to ask you, but I passed you by, 'cause I was scared of what you said. The sun was setting over the nail in the summer that would never end. I was wishing I was with you as the sky turned cold, but you told me you were just a friend. Now the boy with the hair and the deep dark stare finally got a clue that the girl in the ocean and the raspy voice can't take her eyes off you. So tell me that you want me as the sun goes down. We'll pretend that the clock is slow. I'll watch from afar when we're in the bar, pretend our friends don't know. I'm singing "Hey Joe." Mr. Hendrix did it right when he put you in a song. It's one of my favorites, it really is, but I think he sang it wrong. Those 80s ballads that you love, I think they sing it well. That guitar, that voice, that smile, they put me in your 80s spell. Now the girl in the ocean and the raspy voice finally got a clue that the boy with the hair and the deep dark stare's been staring right at you. So tell me that you want me as the sun goes down. We'll pretend that the clock is slow. Watch from afar when we're in the bar, pretend our friends don't know. I'm singing "Hey Joe." I'm singing "Hey Joe." Hey Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? I'm singing "Hey Joe." I'm singing "Hey Joe." Hey Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? Thanks, guys. It's kind of weird singing a song with someone's name in it to a crowd, so hopefully they're not here. Okay, we're gonna make this one a little slow. I wish I was the girl that you'd bring flowers. I wish I had the eyes you'd consume for hours. But I guess that you got something better to do. I think it'd be fine if we laid here laughing. We could kill the time 'cause it ain't you. I wish I was the girl that you'd bring flowers. I wish I had the eyes you'd consume for hours. But I guess that you got something better to do. Thank you. Should I do one more? Or is that good? That was cool. Okay, cool. Oh, that was three. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Okay, I got one more for you guys. I gotta pull up the words to this one because I always forget it, which is pretty pathetic because I wrote it. All right. This is a song that I wrote about myself because I'm sick of writing songs about other people. She loves the Rolling Stones just like a father. And she hates me 'cause I don't talk when I call her. All the boys wish they were as tough as her. But she's got trouble knowing what she's worth. You know the moon shining keeps her up at night. So she pretends she's fine out of spite. I never thought she'd go and burn it all. So I stood there and watched her fall. Watched her fall. You know the road home, it takes her 7 hours. Her hair's as wild as her soul. And her eyes, they scream with rock and roll. You know the moon shining keeps her up at night. So she pretends she's fine out of spite. I never thought she'd go and burn it all. So I stood there and watched her fall. Watched her fall. Both the waves and days, they drown in blues. Her pride and joy watched her fall, watched her fall, watched her fall. Thank you, guys. Shout out to the voice in the pen. You guys rock, and it's been a wonderful night. I hope you guys enjoy the other artists. Thank you so much.
Time for your interview.
What'd you say?
Time for your interview.
Oh, an interview. Oh, boy. Okay.
Don't leave the stage yet.
Okay. I'm not leaving.
I'd say give her a hand, but you guys were on top of that. So awesome set. And thank you. This is Grom's first time on the show.
Yes. Yeah, thank you for
We're
having me.
always so excited. Other musicians introduce us to musicians around town who just keep seeming to pop up, which is great.
Yeah.
And,
Shout out to Brandon. I think he hooked me up with this
one. Brandon Hawkins in the house. He's also been on the show. You're on the spot now. All right, I got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
My first question is, who are some of your musical influences?
It's actually funny because I love like hair metal and classic rock. So like I love like Aerosmith and Van Halen and stuff like that, and blues too. But my music comes out very Taylor Swifty whenever I write music. I don't know why. So I think I'm trying to lean into the blues a little more with my writing. So yeah.
Sweet. I think most writers have a little feeling of like certain artists that come out in our writing and we're like, wait, why does that? How do I make that not sound like, if you don't want it to sound like that, right? And I'm curious, where does Grom Current come from? Is that?
Yeah, so my real last name is Current. And when I was in high school, I'm 26 now and people think I'm 16. So when I was 16, people thought I was like 12. And Grom is a little kid who surfs. So it was kind of a joke. It was kind of an insult, like my friends making fun of me for looking like a little kid. And it just stuck. And so when I graduated high school, they said Grom Current. When I graduated college, they said Grom Current. So it's stuck forever.
Awesome. Well, that works for a good stage name for you, right?
Exactly.
Like you didn't have to think about that.
Yeah.
What song is playing on repeat for you right now?
Ooh. Probably The Hop by Aerosmith. Probably. I don't know if a single person has ever heard of it, but it's a good one. You should look it up.
Sweet. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show and beautiful set.
Thank you so much.
And guys, stick around. We've got more coming up for you. Maybe head up to the bar, get another beer, and hang out. We got to switch over. Got about 5 minutes, and we'll bring Coleman Daley up here.
Thanks, guys. Am I good to unplug? Thank you so much. Good, cool. Thank you. Oh, yeah, here you go. Easy peasy. Let me grab my stuff.
Testing 1 2, check 2 1 2. Sounds good to me, man. I can't really hear the monitor as well as I would like, but testing 1 2, check 2 1 2.
Breath, man. I just ran to the parking lot a second ago.
Bring me down and plus they don't pay shit. That ain't really my type of life, but it ain't because I think I'm too legit. So I don't wanna work no 9 to 5. So bring me down and plus they don't pay shit. See, that ain't really my type of vibe. Just wanna lounge around and yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sweet. I'm gonna take like 2 sips and get my breath back. Thank you, guys. I didn't want that back.
All right, y'all, thanks for hanging out with us here at Waterline this evening. We are excited to be back with Coleman Daley on the stage. Looking forward to hearing his original music. Thank you all for paying attention and listening to the artists up here sharing their original work with you. Be good to your bartenders and enjoy Coleman's set.
Thank y'all. Thank you for having me, man. This is cool. I love what y'all are doing here, man. This is dope. So, it's been a while since I played some original tunes in front of people in this sort of setting. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you enjoy what I have to say. This first one, it's called 9 to 5. It's about, obviously, like not wanting to work a 9 to 5, so. They don't pay shit. See, that ain't really my type of life, but it ain't because I think I'm too legit. Say, I don't wanna work no 9 to 5. Just brings me down and plus they don't pay shit. See, that ain't really my type of vibe. Just wanna lounge around and make music. Said I'm sick of working this dead end job. It's like it's driving me crazy, 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 crazy. Going hard to make ends meet, living week to week. But as soon as I get ahead, it's always something else instead. What's that artist doing in my spotlight? Told you it was mine, but you do this every time. But I take it back as soon as I can make it past the gloom of working this dead-end job. Say, I don't wanna work no 9 to 5. Just brings me down in 'cause they don't pay shit. See, that ain't really my type of life. But it ain't because I think I'm too legit. Say, I don't wanna work no 9 to 5. Just bring me down in 'cause they don't pay shit. See, that ain't really my type of vibe. Just wanna lounge around and make music. I wanna get my feet back off the ground. I wanna fly high up in the sound. I wanna bend the beat, wanna bring the heat, make it move a sweet body, make it lose some sweet. It's such a beautiful day to be on. Take it and choose to live it. Don't debate it, you fool. Embrace it with patience and play it cool. Or else you're a basic and lame tool. Just face it, you can't do it. Live life to its fullest, one day at a time. Keep on searching for what you love, and you love what you find. Steer clear of anything that will put your mind. Don't dwell on the past, just leave the past behind. I don't wanna work no 9 to 5. Just bring me down and pussy don't pay. See, that ain't really my type of life. But it ain't because I think I'm too legit. I don't wanna work no 9 to 5. Just bring me down and pussy don't pay shit. See, that ain't really my type of vibe. Just wanna lounge around and make music, yeah.
Thank you guys. All right, I'm gonna let it loose. Here we go. So that first one was about not wanting to work a 9 to 5, right? This next one's about not wanting to. This next one's about legalizing things that aren't legal. So there you have it. And it's not Santeria. It sounds like Santeria. I'm not gonna lie. Here we go.
The hallucinogenesis, the syllabus-cynic intoxicants can't stop the sense from not existing. The cops that stop resisting. Sir, do you got any pot? Hope not. For your sake, that's a harsh offense. And what has Colorado got on NC? Legalize the Cincy. Go ahead and take a nice cut. Tax it and jack the price up. And get your own bag and light up. And lighten up. And what do you gain from fighting us? It's time that you wising up. We'll be rising up. And it might be just what you've been looking for, despite what you mistook it for. But then just maybe we could finally be as free as you would like us to believe. Finally some common ground for you and me. Maybe it's a stupid dream, but we can't lower heaven, so we might as well just raise hell. You're free to exploit your child on TV. You're free to be in debt till you're 83. You're free to blog about what you're about to eat, but you can't pluck a weed and load it inside the piece and light it and find relief. And you're free to own the cows but the shit on it you ain't allowed to keep. No, that sounds like some bullshit to me, yeah. But then just maybe we could finally be as free as you would like us to believe. Finally some common ground for you and me. Maybe it's a stupid dream, but we can't lower heaven, so we might as well just raise hell. But then just maybe we could finally be as free as you would like us to believe. Finally some common ground for you and me. Maybe it's a stupid dream, but we can't lower heaven, so we might as well just raise. Can't lower heaven, so we might as well just raise. Can't lower heaven, so we might as well just raise hell.
Dude, thank y'all so much, man. Y'all are a good crowd. Thank you. Thank you. I already forgot what the next song I was gonna play, so it happens as you get up there. So, while we're raising hell and going too fast, sometimes we gotta be reminded to slow down. And that's where this next song comes in. It's called New Velocity.
Loving with our own ferocity, moving to our true viscosity, moving with that new velocity, moving with that new velocity, thinking with our own philosophy, loving with our own ferocity, moving with that new velocity, moving with that new velocity. Need to flow so slow, the rate at which you go. You got thick boots, how you gonna get roots to grow? The tempo keeps pace, and it's laced with the chemicals of time and space. So kick loose your lead shoes and float away. Thinking with our own philosophy and loving with our own ferocity. Thinking with that new velocity, moving with that new velocity, loving with our own ferocity, grooving to our true viscosity, moving with that new velocity, moving with that new velocity. You're picking up momentum, but rest your duodenum. The wires could catch fire if you don't protect with plenum. As the rapidness increase, so does the massive disbelief that the madness and the traffic causes magicness to cease. So tell me why you rush with the quickness and build up the pressure to a sickness. And why is it your constant common mission just to bomb the competition and promote the long division? Moving with that new velocity, thinking with our own philosophy, moving with that new velocity, moving with that new velocity. We're thinking with our own philosophy, moving to our true viscosity, moving with that new velocity, moving with that new velocity.
That was it. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I mean, that's a new song. A lot of these songs that I'm about to play, in fact, the next two I'm going to play. Well, one of the next two I'm about to play is supposed to be more of a produced song, and I just feel like I give you a little heads up. It's not going to have a hook. But I've got two more songs if I have time, if time permits it. Cool. This next one's called Wish You Luck. And I haven't given much of a explanation on a lot of these songs. This next one is kind of for that person out there that knows that they made a couple mistakes and then not let it, keep them down, and know that they got the power to move forward and whatever. You'll get it. Here we go.
I wish you luck, but I know you don't need it. This mishap happened, don't need to be repeated. Don't get off track when that beastie come a creeping. You know you got this, yeah. Said I wish you luck, but I know you don't need. You know this mishap happened, don't need to be repeated. Don't get off track when that beastie come a creeping. You know you got this, yeah. Initially, you seem to be always on the prowl, always itching to get your next fix and following the crowd. Not at all allowed to just be you, they say it, so it must be true. Crush a few up and soon won't give a damn who I am to you. One is too many and 1,000 ain't enough. You created this volcano, it's about to erupt. I guess it takes it 10 by time to learn to pick yourself back up. Said I wish you luck, but I know you don't need. You know this mishap happened, don't need to be repeated. Don't get off track when a beastie come a creeping. You know you got this, yeah. I said I wish you luck, but I know you don't need. You know this mishap happened and don't need to be repeated. Don't get off track when that beastie come a creeping. You know you got this, yeah. Against all odds and the fool you had within, you found your strength inside and decided to continue even when you've been too into your pride. Found an open mind to come to find out there was another route. Quickly the doubt just fade away and become replaced with the shit that used to make you always afraid. I guess it takes it turn by turn to learn to pick yourself back up. Said I wish you luck, but I know you don't need. You know this mishap happened, don't need to be repeated. Don't get off track when that beastie come a creeping. You know you got this, yeah. I said I wish you luck, but I know you don't need. You know this mishap happened, don't need to be repeated. Don't get off track when that beastie come a creeping. You know you got this, yeah. It's about that time to stop wasting your time and start chasing a dime and start changing some minds and keep your place in a race when you're painstakingly placed against the wall. You gave it your all, but then your faith begins to fall and you ball your fist up at a world that's done just about all but this crushed your soul. But guess what? It's cold out there and it's time to grin and bear it. You're not the only person thinking life's unfair, and I swear you're gonna get out whatever you put. So mark my words, kid, it'll pay to do some good, even when you'd rather shatter the teeth of someone chattering weakness. But that's just it, that shit is weak. Just think for a second instead of wrecking his teeth. Mother could probably have a heck of a week, and you can relate, cause you recognize that fire, so just wait and let it burn instead of turning to hate. And good luck.
My mouth is so dry right now. Excuse me. Thank you guys so much for having me. You've been very receptive to my music, and I appreciate it. And whatnot. Clap some more for what I said. All right. No, thank you guys so much. So this last one, look, I got this last song, and like I said, it's there's more to it, and I'm this close to releasing it, and it's more produced, but I'm gonna do an acoustic rendition. There's no hook. It's just 2 verses, and I'm gonna get out of your hair, and I appreciate y'all again for having me. Thank you so much. and give it up one last time for the people who put this together, man. This is the coolest thing. Like, really, man, this is so cool. I watched a couple videos, and I was like, I'm hooked. I got to get involved in this. This is so cool. For real. All right. So here we go. I've never really played this. Whatever. Let's do this. Society sweeps the bleeps under the red carpet with blurry bars, covering bursting stars, blubbering curses and self-driving hearses. With animatronic pastors preaching AI learning Bible verses, quantum decryption of a long-lived religion, taunting the masses, then distract them into wanting division. Haunting revision of history leaves some daunting incisions, insidious scars, revealing faulty decisions, insulting the conscious sultan who wants us all to consult him. When the ego goes toe-to-toe with the soul, it's almost broken. Stop the Anthropocene epic with hands that are clean. Check it, crack codes with fractals, diffuse man and machine. A coffee pot goes off, copy the plot from earlier observations. Soon as that shit pops, internally opt out of the conversation. Yo, there's sure to be complications before elation. To be constant, be sure to refer to the constellations. Be sure to refer to the constellations. Yeah. Half-cocked facts from flat earthers, floods and flurries. We're headed for the metaverse, so what's the hurry? No shoes, no shirt, no shits given, cause nothing's certain. Is the you that used to be you really you or another person? From Quran to crazy, the Christian craftsman always blessing this and that with a Christmas hat. Splitting fish with Episcopalians. Kiss the dream goodbye, cause your children aren't listening, cause your system failed them. The children aren't listening because your system failed them. That's it. That's all I got. Dude, thank you guys so much. Yo, give it up for all the artists that come through here, man. You guys are the best, and thank you again for having me. Word. There's no questionnaire after this. Nope, question. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, you don't escape without the questionnaire, man. It's time for the interview. No, I still remember the first time that you reached out to us, and I think I was interacting with you online, and that came back to me, and I'm really grateful that you're here, because that was a while ago. That was 4 or 5 months ago, I think.
It was. I remember you asked me if I had something I could send to you guys to, like, kind of, show you that I knew what like, play some music or whatever. And I didn't have anything to give, man. I was like, man. And that kind of actually boosted me into, like, dude, Coleman, come on. Let's get in the studio, let's start recording, and let's get something to send off to people doing this kind of thing. So I appreciate you, man. Like,
well, thank you, because that's what we're all about. We're all about promoting local original music as much as we can and helping enrich the original music environment here in Wilmington. Yeah, cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Really, I mean, that's what it's all about.
So tell me, what's the biggest gift that music's given you?
Dare I say freedom.
Yeah, I feel
freedom.
That. Yeah, absolutely.
Freedom to do what I love. The freedom to spend my time the way that I want to spend it and be with the people I love more than I would have been able if I didn't have the gift of music to really help that,
Yeah.
My words and whatnot, but you know what I'm saying.
I like it. You're pretty good with words. I mean, we heard you play earlier, so you can't get out of it now.
So writing words is one thing. Talking to people, bro.
Well, no. So when is this music that you've been working on to get ready for this show going to be produced and out, and where can we hear it?
So that last song that you heard called Constellations, Baked Fresh Daley is the name of the music, me, Coleman Daley is my name, so I go by Baked Fresh Daley on YouTube or whatever. But the song's done. I just gotta put it up on distro. I really need like some art, cause I don't have time to draw nothing right now.
There's some artists here. You should probably talk
Right,
to
dude.
him
All I
after
need
this.
is
Yeah, right
all I
now.
need is
So
the
let's
art,
do
and
it.
it's out there.
Yeah, well, we're connecting people and making
That's what it's all
original
about.
music happen here is what it's about. Thank you all for being with us here at Waterline this evening. I'm CB. This is Emily and TK. We are your producers and hosts of The Voice in the Pen. Thank you, Matt. Now's a great time to grab a beer. Please go do that, and I will be back in a few minutes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sometimes we're at peace, sometimes we're at war. I don't know which one I'm for.
Is it possible to get that just generally higher? Just crank like both vocals and guitar.
Sometimes we're at peace, sometimes we're at war. I don't know which one I'm for. I don't know which one I'm for.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're back from our little TV timeout to change the stage and do that sort of thing, and we're happy to welcome to the stage Mr. Jake Potter. Thank you so much for being here at Waterline for the Voice in the Pen.
Thank you. Wilmington, how you doing this evening? Y'all give it up one more time for Coleman, Daley, and Grom Current. How about them? It's good to be here. I've been following these guys for a long time. I'm from up the road in Raleigh, but I'm originally from down this way a little bit. So you might hear some songs about southeastern North Carolina, if that's all right with y'all. There's a hard luck story. It's called Over.
You spent 10 years up in a day. I can hardly remember a time you didn't share my name. Count the open leaves of time gone by. You said people really change if they want to try. Slide me a word across the bar. I'm not drunk yet, I just can't hear the band anymore. You love, then you blink, now it's over. Get me out of this godforsaken town. I'm always last to know the thing no one talks about. Count the headlights pass on a late night drive. It's a long road back, but all I got is time. Slide me a word across the bar. I'm not drunk yet, I just can't hear the band anymore. You love, then you blink, now it's over. Slide me a word across the bar. I'm not drunk yet, I just can't hear the band anymore. You love, then you blink, now it's over. You love, then you blink,
now it's over. Love and you played.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. So, I got a record coming out in like a week. It is absolutely terrifying. If you've ever put out a record, I know a couple of folks in the room have, you know what I mean. There's nothing like putting yourself out there, doing your own stuff. I do a lot of cover shows back home in Raleigh, and I've done a few down here. And there's like a comfort with doing other people's material, but then when you do yours, you're like, all right, I'm in it. This is... You either got to do it or don't. But anyway, this song has been out in the world since September 9th. It is the lead single on the EP. It's called Apparitions. This song is called Virginia is for Losers. If you're from the state of Virginia, I'm sorry. We found the bottom of the valley we made. You stopped to watch all the colors turn gray. You ask yourself how the rope gets so frayed. And we found the bottom of the valley we made. Soaked up in light, it's so hard to see. I'll come back down before you reach D.C. The places you'll go, the people you'll cheat. Virginia's for losers, losers like me. So we'll go back out to the end of the line, to firecrackers on a string made of twine. It's a long ride alone back down to Caroline. And now that I'm back on the end of my life, come on! Soaked up in light, it's so hard to see. I'll come back down before you reach D.C. The places you'll go, the people you'll cheat. Virginia's for losers, losers like me. Well, I weren't too good at making you right. Well, I weren't too good at saying goodnight. So down with the tyrants and the love refugees and the women who make us forget how to breathe. Where this thing's going is a place I can't reach. Virginia's for losers, losers like me. Virginia's for losers, losers like me. Thank you. I'm not used to doing shows in the middle of the week, so I didn't warm my voice up for coming here, and now I'm regretting that. Thankfully, I have the blues harp that will save me when I need to just be relatively in key. Sometimes people ask me like why I play this, and I'm like, well, there are no wrong notes. So, this song actually is coming out on Friday. There are two places you can hear it in the world right now. You can hear it on a website called AmericanaHighways.org. They premiered it today, actually, which is kind of awesome. And then you can hear it here right now. So this is called Emerald. Hope you enjoy it. One look from your eyes could make a man feel he's alive. Well, I know how we got here. I remember that you just flashed that smile. The bar was so loud, my heart beat so fast. Your emerald dress glowed like church window glass. One look from your eyes can make a man feel he's alive. The sound of the city turned up like electric guitars. Well, I walked you back home, past the places that would soon become ours. The moon hung so low, it lit up your face as you emptied your pockets and found the keys to your place. The sound of the city turned up like electric guitars. Thanks. All right, good. Now I feel good about putting that one out on a couple days. All right, this song I don't get to do a lot because I normally, like I think a couple of folks said earlier, I like play a lot of cover shows and want to do more original shows, and so here we are. Right. This song is Somebody asked me like what it was inspired by, and I didn't really have a good answer. It's loosely inspired by my grandparents, but not totally. And it kind of just takes a couple left turns. You'll see how it goes. It's a love story. This is called Victory Garden. In my victory garden, I got some blue dream that numbs your gums so good you think you might have up and died. To see you Friday evening, we'll toast some good times, look back on bad times and say goodbye. 'Cause when it's 2 a.m. and everything feels dark, will you find the little light I left? The road we made, there ain't no going back. All these little victories for the best. In my victory garden, I got good intentions. I'd never think to mention all the times that you were right. Now that you're gone, all I got is time. I guess I'll head on down to Topsail to watch the world floating by. 'Cause when it's 2 a.m. and everything feels dark, will you find the little light I left? The road we made, there ain't no going back. All these little victories for the best. The road that we made, there ain't no going back. The road that we made, there ain't no going back. All these little victories for the best. All these little victories for the best. Thanks. All right, I think we got time for one more. I've basically played the record for you guys, so I hope you like it. If you do like it, stream it on Friday or tonight, even if you we've got the one song that's already out. Me and my bandmate, I'm normally if you see me looking to my left, you're right. I usually have a guy that plays with me, and I'm just terrified of doing solo parts. So I usually just do cowboy chords, and so I'm like, Clay, come on. Where are you? So it's just nice to be by myself for once and just have to rely on the harp and telling dumb stories to you guys. This is, I hope that some of you guys will appreciate this. This song is actually about a ghost story that originated in Brunswick County, just down the road. Back in the 1860s, there was a little town called Mako. Are you familiar with it? All right, so maybe you know this story. Yeah, so there's a train conductor. His name was Joseph Baldwin, and he met an untimely demise. Maybe he was not paying attention or he was in the wrong car, but he lost his head just clean right off. And this song is about him, but I kind of wanted to talk about it's not just a ghost story you hear in southeastern North Carolina when you're a kid. It's like, all right, that man had a family. Like, what's the situation that got him to that moment? So this is the Mako Light. Hope you enjoy it. Joe Baldwin worked the rails as long as he was able, so his wife and kids could end the day around the family table. He rode the last car in that night past the Brunswick County line. That was where old Joe would meet his end. Good night, Miss Baldwin, wherever you are. There's always someone else to blame. Things are getting harder. His luck left quite the scar. Getting by's like chasing down a train. Joe swung his lantern high, one on down the tracks. In Mako town, they skipped the brakes. They sure as hell ain't coming back. The smashing cars made quite the sound. Joe lost his head. That flickering light was just a sound. Looking ever since. Good night, Miss Baldwin, wherever you are. There's always someone else to blame. Things are getting harder. His luck left quite the scar. Getting by's like chasing down a train. They tore out the tracks just like everything else here. What's a ghost supposed to do when there's nothing left to fear? Joe thought about his family and if it'd ever be enough. And ever since he worked that out, leaving though the work's dried up. Good night, Miss Baldwin, wherever you are. There's always someone else to blame. Things are getting harder. His luck left quite the scar. Getting by's like chasing down a train. Getting by's like chasing down a train. Getting by's like chasing down a train. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for voicing the pen. My name is Jake Potter. I'm not prepared for this questionnaire.
It's okay. Nobody really is usually. Yeah. Go for it. Cool. Well, awesome set. Thanks for driving down from Raleigh to be part of this for us.
Nice, easy commute. Nothing like rock and roll on a school night, right?
So I was thinking about while you were playing, you have a lot of songs that are telling stories. Is that do you think about that before you go into a song? Do you come up with an idea, or how does your process kind of go?
So that's a great question. I early in my career, short-lived, I was a journalist, and so like storytelling is kind of in my nature. And the EP's name is Apparitions, and the whole like central theme of it is just ghost stories, whether it's like the ghost of a relationship or an actual ghost, like Joe Baldwin's case. But yeah, it's I'd like to think there was structure, but a lot of times it's just like throwing darts at a wall.
Fair enough. I think that that's, again, the case for a lot of songwriters.
Yeah.
It is for me, for sure. So did you say that this is your first album that you're releasing, or do you have another one out
It
there?
is. Hopefully it's
Okay.
not my last, but yeah, it is the first. I worked on it with my bandmate Clay Connor, who is just an incredible. He plays pedal steel Telecaster, and we recruited some amazing musicians. It's a full band arrangement, so what you heard tonight is kind of just the me and the harp and the guitar, but it's got bass and drums and guitar, and just I'm a rock and roll kid at heart, but I started doing this twangy side of the things, but really just because punk rock was too hard to sing, so.
So you said you were a journalist, so you don't do that anymore at all?
As many journalists do, we just eventually get out of the profession. So,
How long have you been doing music then?
off and on, like I think like since I was a kid, I was like a lot of kids when I grew up. Me and my buddy started playing because we thought that the girls at middle school would love it, and they did not. But he picked the guitar before I did, so I was like kind of a drummer for a year and realized I couldn't keep time. So here I am now, but it worked out serendipitously.
Awesome. Tell me who some of your musical influences are that you've listened to, maybe growing up or listen to mostly now, that kind of inspire the type
Yeah.
of music that you do.
So I was talking to my buddy Matt that I met tonight from Strike and Copper. Those guys are incredible, by the way. Look them up if you haven't. And I was explaining like my genre. So like genre technically would be like alternative country, but really I just tell people it's like if Bruce Springsteen was from Eastern North Carolina, I got stuck in traffic, and like his dog died the same day. So yeah, just sad songs. Sad songs make me happy, man.
Well, I think you're a great storyteller. And again, really appreciate you coming down and being part of this for us. And great set. Look him up on Instagram, Jake Potter Music. Check out his Spotify when the single comes out. And go follow us on Voice in the Pen on Instagram as well. Thank you, guys.
Cheers,
We'll
guys.
switch over to our next act.
That's all good. I'm just used to being on that side of it, to be honest with you. Like it's the question brain. Like, oh yeah, I have a question for you. Like I just want to ask you questions.
Da da da. You have to sing.
Check 1, 2. Hello, hello, hello.
I could definitely use more of my vocals in the monitor if you're there yet.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah, sing.
I have to play it first. I don't know why I can't just come in.
Gotta let me go my way. There is around me, but I'm happy and free. Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm good, yeah. Yeah, I can hear her and myself, so I'm good. Wow, lights. Lights, camera, action. Anybody else want to say sorry, Miss Jackson? No. No. You can't see Courtney? That's a shame. She's beautiful. Sorry.
Are we good?
I guess. I
All
think
right.
so. Sound guy says go. Oh, we have an intro. Oh, Emily's
Okay.
coming. Emily's coming.
All right. I feel like I have known you guys now for a while, but it's really only been like a year, I think. But I'm super excited to have them back on the shows. First time at Waterline. This is Courtney, Lynn, and Quinn, you guys. I'm going to let them take it away.
Thank you so much, Emily. And also, thank you to Voice and Pen and everybody involved, and also to the other artists. You guys are amazing. It's such a vulnerable thing to come up here and share your stories and your music and your soul, really.
Personally, I love nights like this because any musician out there can relate to this. It's so rare that you actually get to watch a show because you're so busy playing them. And so it's so nice to be at a showcase where we actually get to see other musicians, and you guys were all phenomenal, so thank you for playing tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. We're going to start out a little sad, and then we're going to build you guys back up. This first song, we're going to play some songs we don't normally play tonight because we feel like it. We're going to do some different stuff, some old stuff, and some stuff that's not recorded yet. And this is an old one. I wrote this song after the first real heartbreak that I had, and I realized the tendency that we have to place blame on the other person. And in this situation, you know, there was definitely some things I could have worked on. And so for me, it was kind of just learning how I could do better for the next person. And the next person was Quinn. So hopefully I did better for you.
You did, honey.
Call me out, my friend. Giving up and giving in, I pretend that I'm better, better than I am. That I am better, better than I am. Cutting down these dead and broken limbs.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, I guess this one's about heartbreak too. I don't know what I was talking about building you guys up. That was a lie.
Oh, uh-oh.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, but this one's kind of a little bit different. It's a more fun, upbeat song about heartbreak.
But I'm going to be honest. I wrote this song when I was like 20 years old. I'm 30 now, so a lot happens in 10 years. And looking back on this song now, I'm just like, wow, that was a lot of angst.
Angst.
That was
Yeah.
so dramatic, but here we go.
Everybody knows about the early 20s angst. Come on.
Walking so broken glass, my blood trickles out, but you just walk on past me till my heart turns into stone. I break out in cold sweats at the thought of letting you go. Oh, my wandering soul, I am aching for your touch. I'm in a foreign land. You say you've had enough, and I've been waking up alone. All these thoughts of you sink deep within my bones. Oh, my wandering soul. And oh, my heart is growing colder, and oh, the light is very dim, but I can't seem to let you go. Oh, my wandering soul. The story changes far too fast. Hate to admit that the good things never last, and always thought of you as home. Houses burning, people die, well, this I know. And oh, my wandering soul. And oh, my heart is growing colder, and oh, the light is very dim, but I can't seem to let you go. Oh, my wandering soul. Oh, my wandering soul. Oh, my wandering soul.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. All right, how about we do a love song?
Is this a love song?
This song I wrote for Quinn. This is my wife, Quinn.
Hi.
And very lucky to have found a woman that's so beautiful and talented and enjoys playing music with me. It makes my life
Wow.
a lot of fun.
I feel like that's how I feel, so I guess we're both lucky.
So this one's
And
for
also,
you.
she writes this stuff for me, so like.
That's how I got her, you guys. She was like, I don't. Okay, so Quinn and I were friends for a long time before we started dating. One day, the veil opened, and I was like, actually, you might be the person for me. But Quinn had known me through my like early 20s super flighty phase.
I was like,
mean,
nah, you gonna break my heart, girl.
I ran from everyone and everything. I was in like short relationships. I only lived in States for like 3 months, and then I was on to the next. So she was like, no. So I started writing her songs, and that's the way to do it.
Okay.
They say these are the best days, but you don't know it till they're gone. And I move with you like the rock in my step. Anywhere you go, I'm home. And I think I might have found my love. I think that I'm in love. Oh, yes, I do. I think I might have found my love. Oh, I think that I love you. And you move in all the right ways. When I look at you, my whole world stops. And I stumble right through my case, yeah. Oh, but baby, you're my rock. And you do make me want a little bit more of you. I think I might have found my love. I think that I'm in love. Oh, you know it's true. I think I might have found my love. Oh, I think that I love you. Oh, you know, I know I found you, baby. Oh, you know it's true. Oh, you know that it's true. You know you do, yeah. Oh, you know, I know I found you, baby. Yeah, I think that I love you. And you do, come on. You do make me want a little bit more of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know, she was talking about how I was like all talented and all that. She wrote this. Okay, like let's stop there. That's it.
All right, so we put out our latest single is called Reminiscing, and we kind of tried something new with this song. We wrote it the way that we saw it in our heads, and then we took it to a producer, and we kind of let them go wild with it. And they really changed the song and made it, you know, a little more upbeat. We added a chorus, and we did all these fun things with the song, and I love that version of it. And you can find that, you know, on Spotify. But we also have this kind of original version that we still love it too, and so we like to play it live. And this song is about trying to love people, specifically for me as family members, trying to love people who can sometimes be difficult to love and make your life harder. My day's looking good. I've been feeling alright, but then these thoughts come in and out of my mind. 'Cause I've been reminiscing. I've been wondering if you're ever gonna call me again. And ooh, And it's not like you gave me a good reason to hate me. I was just trying to look out for you. And I've been trying to be patient, but I've been wondering lately, maybe it's time to give it up. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, we got one more song for you. This song is really like, I guess we wrote one other song together before this, but I feel like this was like...
This is the one.
This was the one where it really felt right, and I had written a song, it was just after we got married, and I was just kind of reflecting on like the joy of the wedding day and how much I loved her and love mushy-gushy stuff. And so I wrote this verse in a chorus, and I told her, like, I really want you to write the second verse, and it kind of be something that we are writing and singing to each other. And so I'll let you pick it up from here.
Yeah, so, okay, clearly Courtney is like this songwriter, beautiful soul. And I'm like, holy shit, how do I keep up with this? I don't even know. She's like, yeah, I want you to do it, because I know I've heard you write songs before. I know you can do this. I want to write a song together. And I was like, okay, all right. So, like, months go by, and I'm like, she's like, hey, you know, have you written anything for that? And I'm like, yeah, totally. And then this is what happens. We get in this blowout fight. And I mean, it's like one of the worst fights we've ever had. She's like packing a go bag, and I'm like running to the car and cranking up the music, you know, that kind of fight. And I'm sitting in the car, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just like crying, like, you know, ugly crying. And I'm typing on my notepad. That's what I do when I get upset. I just start typing on my phone notepad. And the only thing that comes out is this verse to this frickin' song, and it's all about how I still love her so much. It doesn't matter how angry I am, that I'm just like, I love you. And then I come back the next day, and I'm like, it's fine, I wrote the verse. And she's like, what? So here you go. It's called Fire.
See you walk my way, I'm coming unglued. I try to catch my breath, my hands are shaking for you. It's not a first time, it's not a last time, baby. I can't control myself, you're my favorite pursuit. And you make me feel fine.
your eyes pull me in. I can't catch my breath till I'm wrapped into you. Make me crazy, you make me feel things I've never felt. Losing your love would be my stubborn heart's end. And you make me feel fire. It's burning deep in my bones. Your looks will make me feel higher. Let's go to parts unknown. Never gonna give it up, make me feel. Never gonna give it up, fire. Never gonna give it up, make me feel. And you make me feel fire. It's burning deep in my bones. Your looks will make me feel higher. Let's go to parts unknown. Thank you.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you so much.
Got a fancy new mic with a switch on it, and we forgot about that earlier. You know, thank you all so much for coming and sharing your music with us. I'm trying not to stand too close to that because it likes to feed back, so it feels like I'm standing behind. No, you'll be fine. I won't.
Yeah, but I feel awkward. I'm gonna come back towards
Oh, thanks.
There we go.
Appreciate
I
that.
like being in the eye line.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
helps. Probably helps get us all in frame and things too. So how long have y'all been singing together?
Oh, 6 years?
6 years,
Yeah,
yeah. We
6
met
years.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
We sang together the first day we met, and then we were like long distance friends for 4 years. And then when we were back in the same place, we pretty much picked up right where we left off.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling. Quinn, how long have you been singing?
Me? Oh God. Probably like my whole life because of my mom. My mom was a singer in a band, and she just like taught me all about music, and I fell in love with music when I was like 2, I think. But actually singing, high school.
High school?
Yeah. Yeah.
And when did you start writing?
I started writing in a journal in high school, but I started writing music in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super cool. Do you play other instruments or anything? All singing?
I dabble on guitar.
Sure.
And I'm trying to start to learn the keys.
Ooh.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Courtney, Lynn, what about you?
Oh gosh, I've been singing like from the age of 3.
Okay.
Actually, one of the first questions I ever remember my mom asking me is what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I would always answer a singer. I just like knew that from the very beginning that I loved music. And no one in my family is musical, and I honestly just started using music as like a therapy tool when I was in high school. And so I would write songs and sing in my bedroom, and I was like perfectly content with that. I was just like, this is an outlet for me. It's nothing more. I have no interest in performing, sharing music, nothing like that.
Yeah,
It's
this
just
girl
for
was
me.
never going to get on the stage. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me, right? Like, come on. What's wrong with you?
So did you drag her, like kicking
Pretty
and
much.
screaming?
I was like,
Screaming?
kicking and screaming.
Get
Yeah.
You're going to write a song about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
And so I think the other question that I have for you is back to kind of your influences. Some of them stand out, I think, with your harmonies and the way that you write. But what are some of your maybe more surprising influences for each of you?
I've always really been influenced by, believe it or not, like jazz musicians. Like one of my favorite artists of all times is Ella Fitzgerald. Like I just love the composition and the vocal changes in jazz music that you don't often hear in other stuff. And so that's like where a lot of my stuff comes from. But I'll let you answer for you.
I was like a only listened to the music that was on the radio. I think just because there wasn't someone in my life telling me that there was way cooler music out there until my grandpa started like forcing me to sit at the table when I would come over to his house and listen to the blues. And I hated it. I mean, I just dreaded it every time. I was like, he's gonna make me sit at that table and listen to blues music. And then as years passed, I grew to love it. And now I absolutely love Stevie Ray Vaughan. And I mean, there's so many legends in blues that I love and draw from. But we're huge fans of Brandi Carlile. I think we try to.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next thing. As far as like together, Brandi Carlile is like our. If we could be like her, we're done.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, she's incredible. Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much for being here, for sharing your music with us. We'd love to have you back. We look forward to that. And thank you all for being here to support the Voice in the Pen at Waterline. It's a great time to grab a beer. We got Mark Sinnis and 828 coming up next.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for having us.
The sound is great here. I was like really impressed. The sound is amazing.
That is beautiful. Thank you.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
Thank you.
Banjo player, yes.
All right, man. Okay, so this is going to be your heading to the board. So whatever you Yep. Did you adjust this? Because this is what
I haven't touched anything.
Okay, it doesn't seem
it's
right.
not
I'm like-
that far off from where I'm at anyway. Mark likes to put it really high, like I'm tall.
You already have
Yeah.
I think it's good. Yeah. Did you give it the white?
I'm at halfway. Can you put a little more on the monitor? Perfect, thank you.
From the monitor? Maybe just up just a smidgen? That's fine.
All right, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Waterline for The Voice in the Pen. This is our last act of the night. We're happy to welcome to the stage this evening Mark Sinnis and 825.
Good evening, everybody. I just want to take a second to introduce the band because I always forget. So if I do it now, I'll be okay. I'm Mark Sinnis. On the violin, we have Shirley Lebo. On the banjo, Justin Gibson. On the drums, Daniel Torrance. And on the bass, Joey Sherman. Thanks for having us tonight, and I guess I should tell a little story. This first one's about somebody who has some low self-esteem. Could have wrote it about myself. It was written a long time ago. It's called The Cure for Your Disease. Feeling so low, in spite of yourself. Young blood smells old. I see me and myself. But you know the cure for your disease. I look to someone I know. Could you ever let go? Mirror image of me, cracked beyond I could see. But you know the cure for your disease. Your last of all, it's not wrong to be first and just heal. All you are, what you're owed to belong to, but you know the cure for your disease. You're feeling so low, in spite of yourself. Young blood smells old. I see me and myself. But you know the cure for your disease. I look to someone I know. Could you ever let go? A mirror image of me, cracked beyond I could see. But you know the cure for your disease. Your last of all, it's not wrong to be first and just heal. All you are, what you're owed to belong to, but you know the cure for your disease. Your last of all, it's not wrong to be first and just heal. All you are, what you're owed to belong to, but you know the cure for cure for your disease. Thank you. Thank you. This next one's about Tupelo, Mississippi, and Elvis Presley. Anybody been to the birthplace of Elvis? Okay. Well, this story is about how Elvis bought his first guitar at Tupelo hardware store, and the shack that he grew up in, a small little shack that his dad built and his uncle. And there's a funny story about when he got his first guitar, and if you don't know it, you should know it. He went with his mom to Tupelo hardware. He was 11 years old, and they were very poor. They had no money, and his mom was kind of nervous because she didn't know what she was going to be able to buy him. So they walked in the front door, and right to the right, if you walk in there to this day, it's still there. There was a guitar hanging, but right next to it was a .22 rifle. Elvis looked at the rifle. He told his mom that he wanted the rifle. She said, absolutely not. He stormed off, ran in the back. Then a gentleman took down a guitar. Elvis came back, and he said, Elvis, how about a guitar? And his mom said, if you want a guitar, I'll buy you a guitar. And the rest is history. This is called In Tupelo. I'm on a southbound highway to the birthplace of a king, driving faster than the Mississippi breeze. He was born in a shack in the wrong side of the tracks, living in misery. In Tupelo, oh, in Tupelo. Tupelo, Tupelo, I'm on my way to the birthplace of a king. Oh, his life was hard, but he kept his faith in God, and his mama raised him to believe. He bought his guitar from a hardware store, a young boy who dared to dream. In Tupelo, Tupelo, oh, Tupelo, Tupelo, in Tupelo, Tupelo, I'm on my way to the birthplace of a king. I'm on to the birthplace of a king. There was a new sun rising in the Memphis sky that would forever change his life. He curled his lip and he shook his hips. He was sharp and dangerous like a switchblade knife. In Tupelo, in Tupelo, oh, in Tupelo, in Tupelo. In Tupelo, I'm on my way to the birthplace of a king. I'm on my way to the birthplace of a king. Oh, he kicked down the door on a screen of black and white, and he made color unimportant anymore. He changed the world, this young boy from Tupelo, unaware of what was in store. In Tupelo, in Tupelo, oh, in Tupelo, in Tupelo, in Tupelo, in Tupelo. I'm on my way to the birthplace of a king. In Tupelo, in Tupelo, oh, in Tupelo, in Tupelo, in Tupelo, in Tupelo. I'm on my way to the birthplace of a king. In Tupelo, in Tupelo, oh, in Tupelo, in Tupelo, in Tupelo, in Tupelo. I'm on my way to the birthplace of a king. I'm on my way to the birthplace of a king. I'm on my way to the birthplace of a king. I'm on my way to the birthplace of a king in Tupelo. Thank you. All right, this next one. It's called There's a Cross on the Side of the Road, and we've all seen them on the side of the highways. And every time I see one, I can't stop to think that it was a person with a family and loved ones, and that's the last, one of the last reminders of them. So this is called There's a Cross on the Side of the Road. There's a cross on the side of the road, a tragic end to a life unknown. Mothers, fathers, sons and daughters, there's a cross on the side of the road. As I drive down life's lonesome highway, the road it bends and weeps, I pray. Reality in front of me, and death is not so far away. Oh, time is calling me. The years, oh, they speed. Oh, time, betraying. There's a cross on the side of the road, and I know in time the grave is my home. It saddens me for eternity, forever my spirit will roam. There's a cross on the side of the road, and I know in time the grave is my home. It saddens me for eternity, forever my spirit it will roam. The miles erase the hours, the life that it devours is mine, oh mine, for memories. There's a cross on the side of the road, a tragic end to a life unknown. Mothers, fathers, sons and daughters, there's a cross on the side of the road. There's a cross on the side of the road. There's a cross on the side of the road. There's a cross on the side of the road. Thank you. This next one is called, I'll try to tell this story real short, but when I moved here from New York, and I came with my girlfriend of a couple of years, and love was a little on the rocks, and every couple of months I'd go back up to New York. I have a band up there I would play with, but she wouldn't want to come with me. She's like, I don't want to go back to New York, blah, 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 blah. So she wouldn't come, she'd stay here. And then I get up to New York, and she'd be like, I miss you so much. And I'm like, why is it you only love me when I'm not around? So I said, all right, I need to write a song about this. This is called My Baby Loves Me When I'm Not Around. She ended up moving back to New York, too, so. I upgraded her for a nice, beautiful North Carolina girl. Woo! Woo! My baby loves me when I'm not around. Oh, when the cat's away, the mice will play. My baby loves me when I'm not around. Girl, you see, I can't do nothing right. Oh, she's bored with me, morning, noon, and night. Still the same guy she met years ago. Oh, ain't it sad when love grows old? But she don't love me anymore. She said she does, but I know better. She don't love me anymore. She said she does, but I know she don't care. When the cat's away, the mice will play. My baby loves me when I'm not around. When the cat's away, the mice will play. My baby loves me when I'm not around. Play, Shirley. She does, I know better. She don't love me anymore. She said she does, but I know she don't care. Oh, she don't love me anymore. She said she does, but I know better. She don't love me anymore. She said she does, but I know she don't care. Cat's away, the mice will play. My baby loves me when I'm not around. When the cat's away, the mice will play. My baby loves me when I'm not around. Oh, oh, my baby loves me when I'm not around. Oh yeah, my baby loves me when I'm not around. Thank you. I tell you, you got to be in a bad relationship to write a good song these days. Yes, sir. All right, this one is about somebody who just is always looking on the darker side of life, and they can just always, the glass is always half empty. We all know people like that in our lives, and they could be toxic. And this is called When the Sun Bows to the Moon. 1, 2, 3, 4. comes down on my face, and it fills a frown that I can't replace. It holds me tight and it won't let go, but you cannot feel what you can't control. What's less is more. Fall into when the sun bows to the moon. Live in your own atmosphere. You create your own demise. Breathe your own tainted air. You should allow it, but you won't let go. No, you won't change your negative ways. So go deep until it was less is more. Fall into when the sun rises to the moon. What's less is more. You crawl, you turn, fall into when the sun rises to the moon. You can believe what you want to. Keep your own company. In your dream you stay because you're supposed to. In your own gray world, the one you choose. What's less is more. Fall into when the sun rises to the moon. What's less is more. You crawl, you turn, fall into when the sun rises to the moon. What's less is more. You crawl, you turn, fall into when the sun rises to the moon. All right, I got another great story for you. Another happy story. It's called On This Thanksgiving Day, and there's not many songs out there. I don't think there's any songs about Thanksgiving Day, but there are not many. But anyway, when I was going through my divorce, I was getting ready to move into my apartment. I was supposed to move in December 1st. Last one, okay. Anyway, I had a house upstate New York, beautiful house on a lake, and it was awesome. And I was moving out of my house and getting ready to move into my apartment, and my new landlord was like, if you want to move Thursday, you can move Thursday before the 1st. And that Thursday was Thanksgiving Day. And as I was moving out of my house, hoping the neighbors didn't see me, loading my truck, I was like, man, it can't be any lower, it can't get any lower than this. getting divorced and moving out of my house on Thanksgiving Day. And this is called On This Thanksgiving Day. It's our last song, so thanks for sticking around. Cheers. Table is bare and my bags are all packed, and I cannot believe you are not here. The cold autumn air, I just can't conceive. All I see is sadness, no more happier times. You turn your back on us as I leave this empty house on this Thanksgiving Day. Oh, I cannot believe it on this Thanksgiving Day. I just can't conceive, never in a million years would I ever think vows that were promised, broken, and forgotten. It's easier to walk away. And now as I stand here and I look around at the walls so bare, I feel the death of love tearing at my broken heart on this Thanksgiving Day. Oh, I cannot believe it on this Thanksgiving Day. I just can't conceive. On this Thanksgiving Day, oh, I cannot believe it on this Thanksgiving Day. I just can't conceive on this Thanksgiving Day. Ah, it's tearing at my broken heart this Thanksgiving Day. Heart this Thanksgiving Day. Oh, it's tearing at my broken heart this Thanksgiving Day. Oh, it's tearing at my broken heart. Thank you very much. We'll be at Reggie's on October 8th. Reggie's October 8th. Stop by.
Awesome set, you guys. Whew. Let me step up here without, knocking something over. Yeah. I was just going to ask you where else you play around town. So Reggie's coming up. Awesome. Very cool. So how did you guys come to be a band together, and how long have you been playing together?
Oh, boy. Well, I own Beale Street Barbershop in town.
Okay.
And, microphone. I own Beale Street Barbershop. So I usually, when I give haircuts, I draft people.
Nice.
If you notice, these guys have good haircuts, okay? But I got Shirley on a Craigslist ad, which was very, yeah.
That works.
Justin, I cut his hair, and I also got Daniel on a Craigslist ad, so there is hope for Craigslist. And Joey, I cut Joey's hair, so.
You give a hell of a beard trim, too.
Yes, there you go. Thank you.
Not all of us can grow a beard.
Want to play with me too? So yeah, that's how it helps. It helps.
Yeah.
I kind of find that
Microphone.
I definitely want people who share kind of similar interests and the vision of the band. So when I talk to them, if I feel like they're into the same music, I'm like, do you want to play with me?
Yeah. So with the songwriting, then do you all write together, or did you come to them with, they came into the band and then you had songs?
I'll write the song and then I bring it in, and then everybody puts their little piece of themselves on it.
Cool. So you write the main
The main
chord
song,
progression and
yeah,
then
the
lyrics
progression,
and
the
then
arrangement, and
awesome.
the melody.
Cool.
There was only like 37 songs to learn when I came in.
Yeah. I have a lot of songs. So. I give these guys a lot of stress because I've been doing music for 30-something years. So.
Okay. Wow, that's a long time.
Long time.
Long time.
Old,
So how long have you guys been together as a band then?
We've been together. I've been playing with Shirley since I moved.
Microphone.
I've been playing with Shirley since I moved here. So it's been 5 years. And
Nice.
Daniel's pretty new. Daniel just joined.
Okay.
Justin's new. He just joined. And Joey's been with me a couple of years now. Yeah. Joey's gone to Sun Studios with me to record. We recorded 2 albums.
Very cool. And you got your custom merchandise.
custom
You guys are
merch.
all decked out in the merch there.
That's it.
Really cool. Do you have music out on
Spotify, Apple, everywhere.
under Mark Sinnis?
Yeah, just
Okay,
Mark Sinnis.
just Mark Sinnis. Sweet. I think. So, who are some of your influences?
Oh boy.
Go to his barbershop.
I'll be honest. I'm a very confused person. So I
Fair enough.
when I was a teenager, on my walls in my room were Blondie, Charlie Daniels, Queen, Waylon Jennings, and Elvis. Those were the people that I was listening to as a teenager growing up. My mom was a big influence on my music. My mom's in her 80s, and I mean, she saw Little Richard, Chuck Berry. She saw all the original 50s artists. So growing up, I used to listen to all her 45. So I was indoctrinated at a very young age.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That always helps as when
telling you, yeah.
musicians who grow up to do this. It's like they had to have had somebody who was influencing that.
My mom introduced me to Merle Haggard, who I'm a big fan of. So I credit her with influencing me a lot.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, we appreciate you coming out and being part of this,
Thank
Voice
you.
in the Pen.
You
Thank
guys are
you.
doing
You're the
something
biggest
really
band
good.
we've had on the show so far,
Thank
the
you.
series.
But
So it's really cool.
This is great what you're doing. I mean, I want to see more original music in Wilmington, so you guys are doing a great job.
Absolutely.
Really,
Maybe
thank you.
You can set up shows at your barbershop.
I do have shows there, but there's not a lot of original acts. There's a lot of people who
Yeah.
play covers these days. So what you're doing is a great
Sure.
thing.
Well, thank
Y'all
you.
hear that, original acts?
And the barbershop is called Beale Street,
Beale Street
Barbershop.
after Beale Street in Memphis, and there's a stage. I have a stage in there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah,
really,
yeah,
really
the
cool.
shop's 10 years
Awesome.
old.
Very cool. Well, we really enjoyed your set.
Thank
so
you so
thank you
much.
guys so much for
Thank
coming
you for
out and
having
being
me.
part of this. And thank you for reminding about the microphone.
Microphone.
All right. We'll do
Thank
this again next week. Thanks everyone who played. Follow Voice in the Pen on Instagram. Last call for alcohol. So see the bartender and have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks. This was awesome. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.